chosen one! It was said that you would destroy this Sith, not join them!
I know I really shouldn't be surprised by this because, you know, we're dealing with Activision here, but I thought maybe just for once, okay, that Call of Duty could actually just have an overwhelmingly positive year, because in terms of Modern Warfare, I don't really think there's any other way to say it. Infinity Ward has just been absolutely killing it, dude. Like, honestly, Infinity Ward has been doing such a great job with Call of Duty, and overall, the overall reception and response to this game has just been extremely positive, especially after we got announcements like crossplay would be coming to Call of Duty for the first time ever, which is something I've wanted ever since like the COD 4 days, to be able to play with my friends on different platforms. That is so awesome that it's finally coming to Call of Duty. I played the beta. I was playing on PC and my friends were playing on Xbox, and we had a fantastic time. And overall, it was just a great experience, and I'm so glad they're bringing that to Call of Duty. On top of that, we're not getting a season pass this year. All future DLC will be free for everybody and will be dropping on all platforms simultaneously, which is a fantastic change in my opinion. And then on top of that, you know, after Black Ops 4, we were kind of wondering, like, will we see another COD campaign? And Infinity Ward, it seems like to me, has been very dedicated to this campaign, and you already know that when IGN gets triggered, it's probably going to be a good one too.
It's very jarring,
yes.
And I found myself feeling extremely uncomfortable during the demo.
If the headline coming out of this was, you can play this game non-lethally, I think that would have really changed my opinion of it.
Like, the campaign looks like it's going to be a more dark and mature storyline, and basically all these things together have made people extremely excited for Modern Warfare. And to top it off, the beta, oh my god, that was so much fun. But you know what, man, we get all this great news and we forget, oh yeah, it's not Infinity Ward calling all the shots, it's fucking Activision. And of course, Activision, for whatever reason, I really don't get it. I've never seen a company be so self-destructive with their own franchise. Like, this is their big moneymaker. I don't think Activision really has anything outside of Call of Duty anymore, especially after they lost Destiny. But it seems like they're determined to tank the Call of Duty franchise. I really don't get it, but they decided to basically announce with PlayStation yesterday that an entire game mode will be exclusive to the PlayStation 4 for not a week, not a month, not 3 months, not 6 months, but for an entire fucking year. Fan-fucking-tastic. So at first when this came out, a lot of news sites were making it sound like the entire Spec Ops game mode was exclusive to PlayStation 4, with headlines like Modern Warfare Special Operations Mode is PS4 exclusive for a year, which is honestly pretty fucking clickbaity. And you know, they got quite a bit of hate and backlash, I guess you could say, as more information came out. You know, PlayStation uploaded the campaign trailer to their YouTube channel, and at the end it said the Spec Ops Survival game mode was exclusive to the PS4 until October 1st, 2020, and you know, they updated their headlines, made it a little less clickbaity, but you know, those gaming news sites, man, great source for information. But yeah, PlayStation uploaded the trailer. We found out it was just the survival game mode. And also, speaking about the trailer though, like, did anyone else think the character models in that trailer looked really fucking weird? Like, maybe it's just me, dude, I don't know, but Price, man, he just looked really off in that trailer.
I need your help.
Now, either way, if it's the full Spec Ops mode or it's just one game mode within Spec Ops, I mean, it's pretty fucked up on basically every single level you can think of, because the only people who actually benefit from this whatsoever are Sony and Activision. This timed exclusivity crap literally does nothing but fucks over the people who are actually expected to, you know, spend the money and buy the game. And personally, I don't think Activision's the only one to be blamed in this situation. I mean, sure, they're the ones calling the shot. I mean, it's their fucking game, but Sony or PlayStation, whatever the fuck you want to call them, they are also responsible in this situation, because Activision would not have done this without Sony jiggling a fat stack of cash in front of their faces to make the game mode exclusive in the first place, because Activision, you know, they don't really have a vested interest in any of these platforms. They don't care where you buy the game, to be honest. They just wanted a couple $1 million from Sony for literally doing nothing but cutting out a game mode out of all other versions and making it exclusive to the PS4 for a solid year. Like, this would not have happened whatsoever if Sony was out of the picture and they weren't throwing money at Activision to do this. Oh, and trust me, I can already hear those PS4 white knights, those PS4 supremacists out there going, well, if you want to play the game mode, just buy the game on PS4, you Xbox and PC master race cucks. Fuck you, PS4 forever. And then you hear the sound of some autistic screeching in the background as their parents beat them for not flushing the toilet.
Somebody not know how to flush a toilet after they've had a shit? Disgusting!
No, but all jokes aside, for all those cringy PS4 fanboys out there, I just have a quick question for you. Like, how was your experience with Modern Warfare made worse if people on other platforms can have access to the game mode too? Because I already know there's gonna be people in the comments trying to rub this shit in like it's some fucking big victory or some shit. Like, I really don't get it. But if you actually think about it, this timed exclusivity deal is basically giving the shaft to PS4 players as well, because one of the biggest selling points of Modern Warfare is the whole crossplay thing and being able to play with your friends on other platforms. And now PS4 players won't be able to play this one mode with their friends on other platforms, even though everything else on the game is 100% crossplay compatible. I mean, in this situation, Sony actually made your overall experience worse as a result of their exclusivity deal with Activision. Like, it's really fucked up, dude, if you think about it. It's pure greed on both the part of Activision and Sony in this situation. But taking the PS4 out of the equation here, like, basically Activision just gave all the PC and Xbox customers the middle finger because they aren't buying the game on a certain platform, even though the game is $60 no matter where you get it. If anything, the people buying it on Battle.net should be getting something special since, you know, all the money goes directly to Activision. But whatever, dude, like, it doesn't really fucking matter. This shouldn't even be a thing. We're all paying the exact same price for the game, so we should be getting the exact same content. I mean, we have a company here that got paid by Sony to cut out content from the game that was going to be there on day one, a month before release, just because Sony came waving a blank check asking how much do you want, take this shit out of the game. I mean, shit, we should be getting a discount or something for the game because, you know, we're paying for content that should be there day one that we can't access for a year because we chose to buy it on a different platform than PlayStation. Doesn't that sound familiar?
No sarcasm, no joking. Fuck the fans. Thank you.
I mean, honestly, I would almost prefer if they kept, like, the early DLC model where, you know, if you have a PS4, you get the map packs, like, a week early or something like that. Like, to me, that's less of a problem. I mean, it still kind of sucks, but it's less of a problem because DLC is optional. Like, nobody's forcing you to buy that. But when you pay $60 for a game, it really shouldn't matter which platform you're buying it on. You should be getting the same package regardless of where you purchase it, and that's my biggest problem here. You have somebody paying for the game on Xbox and PS4, but the PS4 owner or whatever gets a better game, technically speaking, just because they bought that game on PS4, and the Xbox player basically gets shafted through no fault of their own. They spent the same amount of money on the game, but, you know, because Sony paid Activision out the ass to get the game mode exclusive to their platform for a year, you know, everyone else gets fucking shafted, and at the same time, PS4 players can't play with their friends on other platforms, so it's just a lose-lose no matter how you look at it. And Activision did the same thing with Sony, where they pulled this shit in Destiny, where PS4 players got exclusive weapon strikes, multiplayer maps for over a year. I mean, it's the same shit, different game. But you get the point, guys. Like, I think the reason why this upsets me so much is it's really just a shame to see bullshit like this going down right before the launch, considering what a great game Modern Warfare really is and how much they've done right this time around, at least on the part of Infinity Ward. Now, Activision, you know, they're always going to manage to fuck something up. But Infinity Ward, it seems like they have actually put in a very solid effort with this game. I mean, the crossplay, no season pass, the new engine, the focus on the campaign, these are all insanely positive steps forward in terms of the Call of Duty franchise, and it really just is irritating as someone who is a fan of this game because it could be completely avoided if Activision and Sony just weren't so damn greedy. But, you know, that's the way multi-billion-dollar corporations roll, and there's nothing we could do to change it. But honestly, man, I'm just extremely excited for this game. This news, yeah, it kind of sucks, but I don't really think it's anything worth saying fuck it to the game over. Like, I'm still gonna pick this game up. I have my Dark Edition pre-ordered for PC. I was one of the lucky people who got that because it sold out extremely fast. But overall, man, I really enjoyed the beta. I put like 40 hours into it over the 4 days, which is pretty insane for me. Like, I could barely play like 3 hours of games a day without getting bored sometimes, and it is very rare where I can play 10 hours in one sitting of one game without getting bored. So Modern Warfare to me is exactly the Call of Duty game that I've been waiting for like the past 6 years, because I absolutely love this franchise, and it's nice to see that they're actually giving a solid effort this time around. And also, I'm going to go on record here and say that Ground War is a better Battlefield game than both Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5. Well, I mean, that last one, that's not really a big fucking accomplishment, but whatever, dude. I'm just trying to point out here that Modern Warfare is a damn good game, and regardless of the timed exclusivity bullshit, which all around sucks for everybody except for Sony and Activision in this situation. You know, Activision probably got a couple $1 million, and Sony gets to put the gay little first on PlayStation sticker sticker on the case, you know, which is kind of retarded since everyone's buying this game digital now anyway. RIP GameStop, you had a good run. But regardless, man, I'm excited for the game, and honestly, I can't wait till October so I can play the full game for myself. But anyway, guys, that does it for this video today. Let me know your thoughts on this entire controversy, I guess you could call it. I don't fucking know. But anyway, that does it for the video today. As always, I want to thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to check out the video and for all the recent support as well. And I will catch you guys next time.